recipe is Brussels sprouts and pan rusted. They're amazing.
No dull knives in this kitchen.
No dull knives. We are some sharp ladies and some sharp knives, and we're going to show you how to make Brussels sprouts pan roasted
With my secret technique.
with their maple Dijon dressing and roasted hazelnuts.
Yes.
Get excited.
The hazelnuts are in the oven, keeping a close watch on them, and they burn quickly. So set a timer.
Set a timer.
This is one of the few things I burn in the kitchen. I burn nuts all the time because I'm like, I got it, I'll remember. And
Hot
then I
nuts.
don't. Let's get the Brussels sprouts in the pan first so that we can start the cooking process.
This is a couple cups.
This is 1 pound.
1 pound of Brussels sprouts.
Yes, and I've cut them in half so that I cut them in half lengthwise, which means from the top down, so that the stem is on the bottom. If you were to cut them in half the other way, they would fall apart.
Yeah.
Because they're like little cabbages, right?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of little leaves.
This stays
They
in
fall
its
apart.
shape and it's
Keeps
nice
its
and
shape,
delicious.
keeps everything. So you're gonna dump them on in.
All right.
And then what I like to do is flip them so that the flat side is down, and then you're getting the most surface area for that delicious
sizzle.
char that we all crave.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna add a bit of water to this.
This is the technique that I've figured out over the years. All the water evaporates, and then when it gets to the bottom, the oil takes over from the butter, and then you get that crisp. So I add about half a cup of water, maybe a little more, and you'll see as we go, we're gonna add a little bit more. It's gonna evaporate, it's gonna cook down, and it's kind of, perpetually winging it as I do, just kind of seeing how it goes. Then you can fork test them, see when they're done, and when they're close to done is when you add the oil so it doesn't burn. And we'll add a little bit of salt with the water as well so that it dissolves into the
That is
vessels.
the most brilliant way to do this because, trust me, I have eaten every kind of Brussels sprout. They can be too soggy, they can be too firm. That is like, she makes them to perfection, and now this is, I'm learning, this is your magical way.
So we're just gonna pop this on the stove. I can smell those hazelnuts. They're burning, but they're...
Our hazelnuts are burned! They're totally burnt, but it's okay.
You know what? They actually might be okay. Let's see.
Roasted
them
hazelnuts. What's
a-
that like song like hazelnuts roasting on
Oh, chestnuts.
Close enough. That was hot.
There.
That was really hot.
Okay, let's just see. I think these are actually okay to use. Let's taste. I mean,
Hot.
deeper
Yeah.
flavor. In the meantime, we should make the dressing, so that's ready to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the shallot.
Peel almost an extra layer because I really hate the papery skins of onions when they're in my food.
This is also sharp. You can grate your knuckles very easily.
Okay.
Be careful.
All right, don't grate the knuckles. Keep it still.
Yep.
And just like this.
Just like that.
I feel like I'm gonna slice some fingers off. Yeah, you're making me a little nervous.
I know.
That looks great. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, stitch this.
My eyes are burning. All right, so we have our shallot chopped and our Brussels are steamed.
So they're steaming. I'm gonna add a little bit more water because you can see, I have a fork right here. You can see that they're not quite cooked yet, but they're getting there. They're getting softer. We're pretty close. I'm just gonna add a little bit more water, not as much as the first time.
I mean, it's taking all the restraint that I have to not eat all of this as we go, but I'm gonna eat this.
And then I'm gonna add a little bit of salt here because this will dissolve
Nope.
into the water.
Salt Bae.
Oh,
This is my
I'm
Salt
doing it
Bae.
wrong.
No, you can do whatever you want. You're still my Salt Bae. So cute.
Forever Salt Bae.
Forever my Salt Bae.
So throw that in. That's about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard.
Huh.
We've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil here.
2 tablespoons olive oil.
Uh-huh.
Dijon mustard.
Yep.
And
This is a tablespoon of maple syrup.
ooh, now we're talking.
Yeah, girl.
This is my vibe. Pepper.
A hefty pinch.
A hefty pinch. Pinch of some pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fab.
And then just a little pinch of salt.
A little pinch of salt.
I always use mineral salt because it has all these trace minerals that are really hard to get in the rest of your diet, but are actually essential.
Stir this all up.
Stir it up. Maybe dip a pinky in there and give it a taste.
Now these are the perks of the job. Now
Yeah.
we're talking. Wow, that is my favorite. Like, this is what's crazy. Guys, it's so easy to make this stuff.
so
And, like,
easy.
I love these flavors. And I'm like, whoa, it's only a couple of ingredients.
I can't even remember the last time I bought a salad dressing.
Okay.
What is happening here?
Whoa,
What happens?
Whoa, whoa. I'm ready. I'm getting them Beautiful.
So now we're gonna add a little oil. We've stirred them up. They're pretty steamed out. And now we want them to sizzle and fry a little bit.
Yeah.
So just a little taste of oil.
Yum.
You can hear it.
I wish you could smell this, guys. It smells so amazing.
The cool thing about cast iron is that it will keep cooking. This stays hot for a long time.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's a good thing to know, because if you were these were done, you
Yeah.
would want to remove them immediately from the cast iron. Like if they were done and you left them, they would get overcooked.
You cannot get that kind of sizzle and like browning from a regular pan.
It's true.
Maybe that is why I've never been able to reach this level of perfection with
You can
my
get
Brussels
it.
sprouts.
You can get it with a stainless steel pan, but not
Really?
a
But I feel like
non-stick pan.
that's
Also, I love cooking in cast iron because it actually adds iron into your diet. And then here's what we're gonna do with the hazelnuts. This is kind of fun. You're gonna take them and see how the skin is starting to peel.
Yeah.
You're just gonna rub them, and then you'll just place them on the cutting board. These are extra toasted,
it smells so nice.
triple toasted. We'll get this out of the way.
Delicious.
This is gonna be delicious. This
These
is
are
gonna be a
delicious.
little hard to chop because they're
Okay.
super rolly. You could actually do this in your food processor and just like
smart.
pulse chop it a couple times.
Smart.
Super easy. This is a rough chop, right? So doesn't need to be perfect. You kind of just want to break each one down a little bit, you know? If there are a few whole ones,
Beautiful.
it's like a nice surprise for whoever gets it.
Wow, gorge.
Okay, Brussels sprouts get scooped in here.
I would eat all of these just like this.
I mean, they're ready to go just like that, but we're gonna make them a little fancier. All right, and then this is it. This is it. This is the last thing. I'll let you do the honors.
Okay.
You're gonna pour that on top. Your beautiful dressing.
Dressing.
So you could also make this in the blender if you like triple the recipe. It's too little.
Now we're gonna toss our beautiful Brussels. Guys, this is. Do you see what is happening in this bowl? It is gorgeous. Okay,
That's it.
That's it. So, like Lena just said, this is an amazing like side dish for Thanksgiving. They're gorgeous. They're really impressive. Like, if I brought this to a dinner, if I saw this at a dinner, I would be like, I would skip the turkey, go straight to this. Actually, I skip the turkey anyway and go straight to this. So,
And we can plate it and you can just see how beautiful it looks. Just pour it in a pile right on top, right in the middle. Beautiful, beautiful work.
okay. Ta-da! And happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thanksgiving.
Or just happy any day.
Happy life.
Enjoy. Happy life. Lena, oh my gosh.
Okay.
That is insane. That is so good.
Okay.
It's like sweet and salty and savory, crunchy and chewy. Oh,
Everything.
all the feels. All the feels on those Brussels sprouts. You want to make these. You also want to stay tuned for more videos. Lena's such an amazing human being, and just like generally, you just should listen to everything she says and follow it. So keep coming back and learning how to cook with us. Okay. Bye. Bye.